Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Now, Tiffany is having a conversation with Big Lou, and it gives me the impression that she is going through some sort of postpartum depression. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Why would you lose me if we're happy?
Because you're not home, babe. How do I know that?
What do you mean?
I'm saying I think often as you're on the road, you're going to see some hot young thing and you just want to leave me. How is Lewis going to feel when he gets home? Is he going to love me the same way? Is he going to love Ace the same way? Like, I know at first you were like, ooh, I don't know about having a baby. And finally you said, of course, yes, let's do it.
Hey, one thing you're going to have to realize about me, babe, and I need you to know, I'm going to stay true to who I am. Like, there's going to be temptation in everything that we do. But at the same time, I know where home is. And I know I have a damn good home. I'm on the road because of my family. Because I want to continue to put us in a different position.
Now, I applaud Tiffany for having this conversation with her husband, Big Lou. Now, granted, Tiffany knew exactly what she was up against prior to getting pregnant, and she decided she still wanted to have another baby. So Lou, being a supportive husband that he is, he hopped on board, even though he made it clear that he did not want to he didn't want to have another baby. He tried to be supportive. He went ahead and gave in. But Tiffany, she knew that, despite their lives were already hectic, busy, and full, despite everything that they have going on, she still wanted to have an addition. And like I stated in my prior video, I understand why Tiffany wanted another baby, in my opinion, because I believe that because Tiffany has a son, Big Lou has a son, but because they don't have any kids together, maybe that's what she was missing. Maybe that's what she wanted. It was like the missing piece to their puzzle. And regardless of how busy their lifestyle is, the frequent travels, no matter how many times apart, she wanted another baby. She wanted her husband's baby. And because their oldest sons are older, Tiffany probably thought that they were, maybe content because they're not, running around the house, and she's not having to chase after them all day. They're not waking her up in the middle of the night with issues and crying and stuff like that. She thought that they could probably handle having another baby. They would only have one small child in the household that requires a lot more time, a lot more attention, and a lot more energy. And Tiffany probably thought that they could handle it, or maybe she thought that Big Lou would be able to slow down his career, because Tiffany had already made it clear that she wasn't going to slow down or didn't want to slow down. And even after she had the incident on one episode where she was seeing stars and she was placed on bed rest, she had announced to Big Lou that she had a speaking engagement coming up in DC, or I believe it was DC. And he was like, "Are you kidding me?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I've already made this commitment," even though, her health and her baby should have came first. Tiffany was thinking of her prior commitment, her prior engagement. And I understand, because some type of commitment, some commitments, you may not get another chance. But at the same time, you were just placed on bed rest. And that didn't slow her down. So I don't think that Tiffany was really thinking about what she would have to give up and what would have to be placed on hold in order for her and Big Lou to raise this baby together. But, any mother can tell you, no matter how well, you plan for a new baby, and Tiffany probably thought she planned out everything. She probably was strategizing and, getting everything ready. It never goes as planned. For a while, in my opinion, the baby is in control. The baby is commanding attention at all times of the day, the night, and, in between. And even if even when you try to put the baby on a schedule, it's still a lot. It's still hectic and, tiresome. And then you're having, 9 to 5, real 9 to 5s, or, and probably in their case, because they're on the road traveling, their 9 to 5 is not the normal 9 to 5. Their 9 to 5 is until you finish, until you complete. And so they're not, so they don't have a traditional 9 to 5 because they're traveling. And, he's probably trying to do plays for the next game. And she's probably trying to, put her contracts or, get her proposals or her speeches together for whatever item that they're trying to, they're trying to, for her business or whatever. But Tiffany probably, she didn't look at all of that. She probably was thinking just about, what she wanted at the time, her, her emptiness that she was feeling. But like I said, at least she is having a conversation with her husband of her true feelings instead of just accusing him of doing such things and, driving a wedge between the two and, and accusing him or driving him to do what she's speaking of. Because, as a new mother, not feeling your true self and not feeling your whole self, I get it. Because, postpartum is really real. And although Big Lou seems like a great dude, an awesome husband, it's probably not uncommon for things to, cross your mind of what ifs, what is he doing? I'm here, with the baby. And I know she wanted the baby. I know she pushed for it, but it doesn't matter. It's still their baby. He was a willing participant. But, she probably have a lot of what ifs or damn, I should have listened moments. But I'm just glad that she's being open to talking about it to her husband, no matter how she is perceived for doing it or going through with having a baby, because ultimately Lou could have, he could have just stuck to his guts and said no. He should have just, he could have captured the word no and stuck to it and said no. He did not have to give in, because ultimately it does affect the both of them, not just one. And regardless of who's at fault, it's still both of their child, and both of them are responsible. And we all know that ultimately the responsibility of the baby falls on the mother. He still has to be a father. He cannot be an absentee father. Nobody would want an absentee father. Not if they don't have to. But maybe, she would have, given up after, if he had just stuck to his guts. Maybe Tiffany would have given up after a while of her asking and, him saying no. Or they both could have had, some conversations and made some life changes to possibly their careers. Maybe Lou could have went in the office, or Tiffany could have agreed not to travel for a while. Whatever it took, at least they would have made the decisions together. So when the baby, first arrived for however long, first year to whatever it took to get to where they needed to get to in that space of that comfortable space of having a baby. Maybe if they had to talk more and Tiffany had to listen to Lou saying, no, I don't want a baby. Notice she could have, revisited a while later, somewhere down the line, or Lou could have said, not right now, and not just no. Because when you say no and you're like, wait a minute, I want a baby. And Tiffany probably, because, she is a strong woman, she's like, no, you can't tell me no. And so maybe if he had said not right now, then maybe she would have been, probably fell back. But like I said, I'm not blaming Tiffany for wanting what she wants. And I'm not blaming Lou for giving in, because these are both grown adults and they are married. And now it's like, whoever fault it is really nobody's fault. It's both of their fault. But the baby is here now, and they just have to, get together, communicate more, and figure out what's best for the baby and what's best for their marriage. And that's why I'm glad that they are having these conversations. And hopefully Tiffany is speaking with a support group, or, Ann, or someone that she trusts, because I don't imagine just one conversation being, a fix-it for everything that is going to transpire. So I believe that Tiffany needs an ongoing support group. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.